is mentioned in our Indian constitution. The next policy is scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Atrocities were being shown, harm were being shown on them, much inhumanitarian treatment, just like slavery were going on with them to these sections of people. And if these atrocities have been happening to these sections of people, that is scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, again the country won't develop, democracy won't be successful. So if anybody shows atrocities on these sections of people, it is punishable. It is a criminal, it's a criminal punishment, they will get it. So these atrocities which were being given, or which these people were being forced to bear all these things, atrocities were being taken away. And this new policy also are being incorporated in our Indian constitution, and these people are getting benefited. Today, no section, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBCs are getting atrocities. If anybody harms them, inhuman treatment are being done in the name of casteism, or in the name of like a high caste and low caste, or in the name of the deprived sections, or discriminating them, or just like slavery is being imposed on them, or they have been forced to bear the work which is beyond their capacity and all. So such atrocities, inhuman treatment, if anybody does on these people, then it is punishable. It's a criminal punishment. So that's why the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act came, and these are coming in social justice and equality. Next is here provisions of minorities. Minority sections are coming everywhere. Minority in languages, minority in religion, minority in all the sections. We can see minority people are there. Minority in caste, minority in race, and all these are there. They are less in number. Just like minority in religion means in our country, the major religions are Hinduism and Islamic. Then comes here the minorities are Christianity, Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism. All these are there. Jewish, all these are, they are called as minorities. Even minority languages are there. So these minorities are also getting provisions, or provisions are written in our Indian constitution giving importance towards the minorities. The government has adopted several policies for the upliftment of the minority sections, especially in education as well as in employment opportunities. And the minorities Indian constitution prohibits, understand, not allows, clear the point, given CV, and they give CV if anybody, understand, they treat these minorities by not giving them employment opportunities or education, they too are getting severe punishment, because these minorities are also one among the citizens of India. If these minorities are deprived from all these things, then only some few sections of the country, of the maybe citizens, we will be developing. So only some few sections are developing, rest all the minorities are deprived of employment opportunities and education, then the country won't develop. If we want our country to develop fully, we need to give importance towards the minority sections here. And that's why again provisions came in our Indian constitution protecting, understand, the minority sections by giving them employment opportunities and educational facilities here. This is a comprehensive, this policy, these provisions for minority is for every minority sections of people. Because of these rights, what happened, the citizens, they come to know that our fundamental rights are protected, which is mentioned in our Indian constitution. In our Indian constitution, fundamental rights are protected. That is mentioned. And these fundamental rights of we the citizens are protected by the Supreme Court. If anybody, any minorities are being discriminated on the basis of all these caste, creed, religion, place, birth, that sex, that is female in that category and all, if they are not getting benefits or facilities, clear, then the Supreme Court's take the matter can go to, that is harming our fundamental rights. If our fundamental rights have been harmed irrespective of all these, then we can directly file a petitions in the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court protects our fundamental rights, which is mentioned in our Indian constitution. So whatever provisions which is mentioned in our Indian constitution based on the citizens of India are protected. And how we can give the guarantee that is protected there, that is protected in our Supreme Court. If anybody harms or infringes our fundamental rights, directly we can approach the Supreme Court. and Supreme Court protects that one. That's why provisions. So once these provisions, all these provisions are mentioned in our Indian Constitution, then because of these reasons, what happened here? All citizens equally, they were benefited in society, both justice and equality in all the ways. So now in social justice, we learned here why social justice and equality. Social justice and equality came just to remove out, understand, just to remove out injustice and inequality and incorporate social justice and equality in that we learned reservations provisions were being given for reservation seats for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBCs. Here they were being treated equally, which is mentioned in our Indian Constitution. And the second we learned is scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and OBCs, atrocities which is happening to them are being stopped by law, and that is punishable if anybody harms them. Then the third we learned in that social justice and equality are provisions are being given for the protection of minorities, especially to get education and employment. And the third is law relating to women and provisions for representation. Here, so in a post-independent, it means here law relating to women and provisions for representation. Women were also being treated as the weaker sections in our country, just like scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC, women, children, all were being totally down in our country. But so what happened? After independence, more provisions were being given to the women sections here. Efforts were being made to give more power, empowering women there. Understand? Taking into considerations about the problems faced by the women in different parts of our country here. In the national and in the international level. International level means that is our international organization that came into existence in 1945, and this international organization also gave importance towards the protections and the upliftment of the women there. And our country also, we made the provisions, efforts were being made there. That is UN, United Nation, plus, and United Nation has given the order to all the democratic countries government to give empowerment to women sections and let them also come up in the society. As a result, and national and international level, empowerment were being given to women. As a result, in our country, women, they got the inherent rights of their parents as well as the share of the parents and the husband's property. They too got the right. Previously, these rights were not being given. These were given only to men. And inherited property rights, equal share of the property of both the father, understand, to the son and the daughter, and husband's share as well as comes to the wife over there. And Dowry Prohibition Act. Here, in the name of dowry, many atrocities were happening to the women in our country. And so that also today it came to an end. Why? Because Dowry Prohibition Act came into existence. Very clearly you learned in Standard 9th. Dowry Prohibition Act, which came into existence today also in the name, and previously in the name of dowry, many innocent women in our country lost their life. So today, to some extent, this dowry system came to end. To at least we can say to at least 90% or at least 85 to 90% it came to an end here. Clear. Today women are independent. They are getting employment opportunities. They are getting education. They are qualified. So, and the power they got it. Domestic violence were happening to women previously, and now this domestic violence also slowly or gradually it is reducing. Women, they are getting the power. Women, they are getting the empowerment, and this empowerment were being given to women by the Indian, which is mentioned in our Indian Constitution. And time and again, the governments which are coming and forming, the parties which are forming the government, they are giving this power to women. So today women, they are standing in the political administration also. Even in today ruling also, we can see women, they are standing there. Previously it was not there. So women are securing, and because of all this empowerment, because of this what they got, education opportunities they got it, employment opportunities they got it, they got the inheritance rights of the father and even the husband's share they got it. So when equality came, women's power came up in our country. So women, and because of this reason, shoulder to shoulder level, men and women, they started development took place in both the sectors, men as well as women. Today in all the line, all the levels, we can see women are shoulder to shoulder working along with men. It is all because of our Indian Constitution and because of the different political parties which are forming the government. They are giving these rights to women, and even women too got the right to raise the voice against the injustice that is happening, and women's voice are heard today. It is heard today. So every problems, even the minor to minor problems, today we can see many cases. Recently in Delhi, the rape case which came, all the culprits, they got the capital punishment, that is hang unto death. So here, women today, domestic violence are also not happening. So everything came to an end. This is known as social justice and equality. Which are the sections they are facing these inequalities in society? They were scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC, women and children. Today all are getting the basic amenities, development, empowerment, they all got it. And today they are being treated equally in our country. It is all because of our Indian makers of our Indian constitution. Still today these provisions are mentioned, and the governments, whichever political parties are forming the government, they are taking care, they are going according to the provisions of the constitution. That's why this is also one of the reasons for the success of democracy in our country. And the next is, today women's position is totally everywhere. Understand, according to the 73rd and the 74th Amendment, 33% reservations of seats are given to women in the local government bodies. Please highlight, very important. 33% reservation seats are given to women in our Indian constitution. That is, they have the political rights in the local level. And Maharashtra government has given them 33%. Maharashtra government has given them the 33%. Previously 33, now it is 50% in the local government bodies. So up till here I taught you. So you can make into it and see to it accordingly. Read it, what I told you. In the third session, I'll give you the assignments. So go on reading and learning what I taught today to you. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.